Abarrat just needs 1 second. And that second just passed, so we're actually on to the game number 2 for this evening. On Blobomaly, this is a new revision by Kazoo. I noticed like the road has been changed. I think he kind of did like some tweaks here and there, but this is looking familiar to me. This is of course after the first edition where you had the gem mine here, which was taken away. But yeah, you do have like the ore expansion to the bottom, some oil, actually 6 oils, 2 here, 2 to the bottom and 2 to the top, coupled with a hospital. And you do have a nice little twin ore expansion here on the left and right side, and the gem mine here. So one of the reasons I just love this map so much is it inevitably ends up with, if the game kind of moves on beyond like 10-12 minutes, the game kind of leaks into the top side eventually, where you have kind of a secondary little mini game up here, and I've seen it happen so many times. So it has this kind of, yeah, it's like a, I don't know how to explain it, but it has like it's like a platformer where you have like a secondary level on top there. I don't know why it happened. I think it's because of how the map is designed that it actually works like that. But I really like that, and overall the map is just nice looking, and just kind of, it just makes sense to me. Except for the name, but the name kind of grew on me. Right now it's not really a problem anymore. But when I first heard Blobomaly, first of all I couldn't pronounce it, and second of all it was just like, I don't know, why would you call a map name like that? But yeah, I think he did the right thing, because you want a name that people remember. Right, so here's Mr. Soviet here on the right side. It's gonna come in with the dog here, and the dog, you know, with the extra HP is nice, but obviously the vision range of it, it's gonna help out so much with the stack, unless you just go straight in without a plan. Probably want to go like cell by cell there. You could probably kill off at least half of these units, but they just run straight into their deaths. Abarrat playing as Great Britain, as mentioned. Let's pull up the production tab before we forget. And so it's already like a 15-second discrepancy between the players, despite them building the same builder. I think it's because of the kennel and the production of Mr. Soviet here, that it can just kind of sacrifice the war factory timing. Abarrat is just going full meta opener, if you would dare call it that. Both taking their oil on their side of the map, you know, kind of a safe holder for any kind of, I don't know, army rush, or at least in the immediate middle here. Some nice spotters here for Soviet. Mr. Abarrat is actually taking the bottom control here. Soviet completely neglecting his southern oil, and I think is kind of, maybe it's a little bit low eco because of that early investment maybe. Light tank is out for Abarrat. I like that. So this light tank is just going to go up here and you know, try to catch an engineer here. You know, it's a far way for the engineer to travel. Fortunately for Abarrat, you know, both of the oil derricks are already taken. It's about to take the hospital. Probably will get it. It sees the oil derrick has been taken, and it might be too late for the engineer. It's going to be very close. Oh, I was like two pixels away from being captured. But I mean, the hospital is actually pretty good for Soviet. You know, they don't have any way to heal their soldiers, so they, you know, they have a good use of that hospital. But it was denied. Flak truck for Soviet, 2 flak trucks for Soviet. So he really wants that map control as well. Although he saw that light tank, you know, he might not want to overinvest into those. Oh my god, also Soviet has 3 harvesters at this point. He built a service depot, and you know, just because he has so few ore trucks, he just was forced to build another ore truck, and it's kind of a shame, because you know, he could instead of building that service depot, we might have just built another ore refinery. And I believe that's exactly what Abarrat has been doing. I'm not sure if he built that service depot after that, but regardless, the eco sliding of Soviet is it's pretty horrible. So Abarrat's going to take a pretty damn strong lead here, despite you can see on the map that Soviet is kind of doing a good deal of taking some map control. A hijacker is in here. Unfortunately, this is not This is not the uncrushable circuit hijacker. So I mean, it's gonna it's gonna have to find its secure target to get its value worth. All right, so Abarrat is going south, and I believe Soviet. What other choice does he have? He has to go north and start to cap. Like, he has absolutely no control of this area whatsoever. Going south with the MCV would be the worst. So he's not going to do that, unfortunately. And also taking up to the radar, I think that's good. Flak trucks attacking the light tank. Light tank is actually fleeing, although he has no reason not to. No reason to. Oh, might be. No, that's just rifles. Never mind. So Abarrat is kind of moving into the middle, and he's actually moving back towards his main base after putting down the ref. Doesn't seem like exactly he knows what he wants to do with it. I think, yeah, it's gonna go north, it seems like. So that ref is just, I mean, if Soviet is active at all, it's building V2s and it's gonna get some yaks out pretty soon. And sees that refinery, that's going to be a so easy target to get. Very, very easy. Where did that hijacker go, by the way? Oh, imagine capturing that MCV. The hijacker might have just died. Just run into some enemy troops or whatever. Maybe it's close to her? No. What's this? That is just a rifle infantry. So okay, so nothing really special happening there. There's the yak. Yeah, this yak is pretty strong. 2+ vision, like all aircrafts got 2+ vision. So you can see this nice juicy this vision range. Make them you know much more viable, you know, to kind of build and just not lose to the A gun. Or whatever. It's just nice to... obviously, like, all the ranges has been increased as well, so anti-air range has been decreased too. So it doesn't mean that the yak can just hover around here forever. Like, these rockets would actually kill this yak. I mean, attack this yak if there was in range, I think. Maybe barely. And... okay, this yak is dead, I think. And... well, actually not. They didn't fire. But V2s are in here, and they're gonna easily chase away this tank play. And a lot of flame turrets here for Soviet defending his expansion. So he's going to have no problem dealing with this. I mean, there's 3 medium tanks here and more coming in, but there's no... well, it could kind of force the situation, but I don't think he's going to do that. Take that risk. So this is going to be like a standoff. I mean, yeah. I don't think the Soviets should push too far. That's could be a much better hit. This could be a good one. Yeah, this is what he wants. I don't want to risk. Oh, if you only kind of target the middle of the blob, that would be so nice. It probably doesn't have the. Well, it does have the yak, but it's gotta be careful. There's so many tanks here. And at the bottom, oh, Soviet actually discovers this ore refinery, which is all by itself, and it's already sending in some infantry down there to send. It's also going to expand there. I mean, I guess it feels safe just watching that kind of lone refinery. So I think that's nice. He might get away with it. And let's see from Abarrat's point of view. Abarrat is building an anti-air. Oh, what? Oh, Abarrat is just blind expanding. Why would he do that? He had no vision of this area. He knew there was at least 1 or 2 flamethrowers here, so that was peculiar. So that's basically a free win there for Soviet, just killing that MCV. So there's no more base push, at least from Abarrat's side. It's gonna have to do whatever he can with his army, but that's just more and more unlikely. Well, actually, as I say that, his Soviet is actually moving out his own MCV. Probably for these gem mines, but I think he might, with the amount of ore that's here, I think he just might to safeguard. He should have maybe just stayed here with the MCV and be happy about that. Abarrat's taking the bait like a noob. Did he think with the MCV? I'm not sure exactly what he did there. Yeah, I think Soviet is playing this well. I mean, now Soviet is also down. He's actually reinforcing with an army to the south side. He feel confident enough not to reinforce the top, and now he's kind of moving on towards the middle, which might just trigger out a counter. Like, look at this. This is no joke army. We might see the medium tank just go against this flame turret. Like, see how fast these flame turrets might just get mowed down if Soviet just moves too far south to deal with the main base by Abarrat, which, by the way, isn't all really, all protected all too much. The first hind is out for Abarrat. That's I wouldn't say late hind, but it's certainly not early. Sees the... Oh my god. It's so sloppy. Oh man, you just never want to lose your first hind like that. And it also seems to be on top. I think Abarrat might be preoccupied with something, I'm not sure. And now he's gonna move down his army down to this middle here, but okay, so he did spot the MCV from Soviet. He knows that he has V2s. This is a little bit risky. A few V2 shots into this blob would lose Abarrat a lot of value. I can see Soviet is also building an advanced power plant, so he might take up to the service tech center after this. Ooh! Oh, that could be so nice. That power bomb just came in a little bit late, but good thought there by Soviet. And also, wow, in the midst of this, he almost killed the MCV. He might suicide the Yak to do that, actually. Sam site here for Soviet, killing off 2 hinds. Oh my god, Abarrat is just taking so much punishment for his engagements. Soviet did lose his V2s though, so Abarrat's probably going to keep pushing into it. But I think the reinforcement here by Soviet's going to... I mean, even if this MCV gets forced out, I think there's SAM sites here, so there's no way for Abarrat to kind of... I don't know. Kind of clean anything up with the... Fuck! Heinz! Oh my god! Oh! He killed... Keep on going! Go, 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 go! Oh! He killed off 20 infantry! And now he can die. The dog died. That was also the tank actually killed the dog. The tank actually killed the dog, but that dog killed like 20 infantry. That's what I wanted to see. I'm not sure. The health point has nothing to do with that, because that dog had like full health up until that. I mean, almost full health up until that tank killed it. So that was not due to the health thing. That was just a fucking insane occurrence. It was beautiful though. Wait, okay, oh what? It was the anti-air that killed the Yak. So, my god, like everything has gone the wrong way for Abarrat. Abarrat is now on tier 2. Is he's built the hind. The artillery is coming in now, but the thing is, he doesn't have an army here to actually move out with these artilleries. And as we saw, Anubi actually built a tech center somewhere right there. And there's just... I was going to say, it's just a matter of time before the Iron Curtain comes up. So Abarrat is actually under pressure here. Like, if Soviet wants to, he can just kick back now and just wait for that Iron Curtain. And just kind of harass Abarrat in the meantime. Like oh my god, okay, where's the combat tab? The economy has actually been in Abarrat's favor, but, because of his losses. Let's see... Alright, so, well, it's let's see, yeah, about 9k favoring Soviet above Abarrat, which kind of seemed to be, okay, 4k there, yeah, so I guess that's kind of seems to be like the differential between the earnings of Abarrat, which has been stronger, but the engagement was just too weak, so Soviet actually has done a fantastic job here. And Soviet just seemed to be just kind of playing the map well. Like ever since the beginning, he was just so far behind in eco, but he just took like the top map like controlled right away. And like once Abarrat moved in there, like Soviet already knew what to do, how to defend his perimeter. No, let's not forget that Abarrat kind of lost his first MCV there just blindly, and his first hind and just small stuff like that, which would obviously change the game picture a little bit. But you can't, you can't take away from Soviet's play. That's just too good. All right, so Let's see, the Iron Curtain has been placed. The Iron Curtain is on down on the 130 ticker. I mean, he already has the amount of, as long as this faction is just kept alive. What can Abarrat do? I mean, the thing that you do with this, you just run him in, kill all the artillery, and then just move all the rest of your stuff after. Soviet doesn't have an enormous infantry blob or anything like that. And look at this. Okay, Abarrat is actually moving out. And he's killing off the flame turrets relatively quickly. He's losing some infantry in the moment, and there's no V2s here for Anubis, so it's going to do some damage, but there's nothing to guard these artilleries. Excuse me. I've been kind of sick lately, so I might not be up to par. So yeah, that was just a clean wipe there for Anubis, like just running into the flame turrets and. Yeah, not the most efficient thing. There's a lot of Hinds here. Abarrat has been investing into the Hinds. He also now built the tech center, so he's also got access to the longbows. But oh my god! Yeah, I think the GG is not an over exaggeration there. He just lost all his Hinds. I was kind of looking at those Hinds, like if Abarrat, I think that was Tanya dying here as well. GG. Yeah, those like 7, 8 Hinds was like, all right, I think at least it has like a tool there, but when that went down the shitter, so did the game. Good game though.